Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday Sit Rep. We got a lot of awesome stuff back in action today on brickmania.com, and we're still running buy 3 get a 4th free minifigures through Thursday, so you'll be able to take advantage of that in stores and online. Otherwise, we got a quick look at some stuff today, so let's dive on in, check it out. All right, so we got 3 kits up for review today. 2 of them are pre-orders, and 1 of them is a straight-up restock. So rather convenient that we have 3 kits restocking, all 3 from different eras. So we'll start with the old and move on to the modern. So this is the WWI Ottoman Gun Car, and check out all this printing. You can see along the side there's some nice artwork on those wheels, including the spare that they got on top. Then a little color splashed into that door design there as well. I know they were working with a lot of improvised vehicles, especially in World War I, as that part of warfare was beginning to advance. But I gotta say, for an armored car, this thing just doesn't look safe at all. I mean, I would never want to ride in one of these into combat. It does include both of the minifigures that you see seated in the vehicles here, and then we also have our standalone Ottoman guy back as well. So if you want to load up or create a World War I mock featuring this kit and a couple of guys, you have everything you need to do so currently on the website. Mounted brick arms, which is always awesome to see. It's a nice sturdy build, very playable. You can drive it around and go on missions if you choose. I like the use of those gold bars to be able to kind of demonstrate that up-armored bed there. And then you can see we got some more printing down there on one of the crates, and then kind of a cool improvised pick there using that ice skate piece. More printing on the oil drum, the barrel, what have you, sitting there in the back. All in all, just a very nice build. And to be totally honest, I'm not much of a World War I collector, but if there was going to be one kit from our World War I series that wasn't the Mark V, this might be the one to get because it's all printed up. Comes with a pair of minifigures. You got those unique custom printed headgear going on there, and it's a very friendly price point as well. So just a lot to love about this kit. Moving on up to the Second World War, we got the Flak Panzer, which I believe the last time we looked at this, it didn't have minifigures or any of its printing. So let's take a little closer look. Viewports everywhere on the front there. Gotta love those steel rivets. That's a really nice touch of detail, especially on those corner pieces there. A little color splashed into the side. These do fold down to make a bit more of a platform as though it was being deployed. So that's with the sides and rear folded. Now it's there with the sides folded down, and then I removed that minifigure so we get some rotation out of the anti-aircraft turret there as well. You can see we got one of the minifigures kind of already slated on in there in his firing position, looking through that brick-built sight. It's a really cool looking minifigure. I like that. I like those goggles. Those are really neat looking. Kind of has some Randoverse Dr. Hack vibes going on there. Other minifig is a little bit more standard, especially when it comes to the face artwork there. You can see it got the stick grenade, some extra pouches. Fairly simple loadout in general. Back to the kit, you can see we've got some more printing. I think that's ammo, looks like loaded in along the sides there as well. Really, really like the angling on this front armor here. A lot of very intricate angles to capture, integrating up from the chassis and into that rather unique anti-aircraft turret, if you will. Road wheel printing, and the tracks roll nice and smooth. Always good to see. All in all, a nice little intricate build. A rather unique piece of German armor, and so we'll see how well this next batch sells, but may not be one that we keep regularly in stock. So if you want this as part of your collection, I recommend you pull the trigger sooner rather than later, because it's always hard to tell with some of these more specialized kits just how many restocks they're actually going to get. Moving on to modern warfare, we're taking a look at the Spec Ops Humvee. Dan's actually working on the continuation of this lineup, so I believe pretty much all of these Humvees that we've been looking at pretty regularly here on the Sit Rep are now retired. I believe this will be the final batch of the Spec Ops Humvee before we kind of move on to create another lineup for those as well. So we'll see what the future holds there, but if this one is on your list, if these are the kits that you like to collect and you haven't picked this one up yet, first of all, why not? Because it's absolutely awesome. I think it's the best of this original lineup. And then also, make sure you do so because we don't think it'll be back again here in this form. No shortage of brick arms on this thing, my goodness. Coming out of every window, mounted on top, mounted on the rear. That's awesome. Spare tire, brick arms crate. Can't complain about that either. Nice little extra splash of printing here. The grill on the hood is standard across pretty much all of our updated Humvees, but that running board is not. That's a cool addition there. Some nice artwork that really pops on this fairly plain looking vehicle. So when you add a little bit of texture, a little bit of detail like that, it's very noticeable. The turret is posable and features that big nasty M2HB with that awesome night vision scope up there. That was a really cool thing. I think that had actually been built previously and was kind of just a last minute addition that was added onto this, but it was definitely a fan favorite to see this brick built integration for that sight return. Otherwise, just like the rest of the Humvees, it's got opening doors, plenty of room for your crew. You even got a little extra room for storage, etc., because this crate is empty. And you can pose your minifigs pretty much anywhere you want, especially up in that turret there. And then it's got that nice sandbox quality to it in the sense that it is just a super sturdy kit, which is always awesome to see in this Humvee lineup. Also, a pair of two of the coolest modern minifigs that we had in our lineup for quite a while included with this build. I'm not usually one of those people who's like, just buy it for the minifigures, but man, if there was a Humvee, this would definitely be the one because these figures are awesome. But thankfully, the Humvee is pretty dang epic too, which definitely sweetens the deal there. But nice to get a crew of two with this build as well. Here's the other crewman here, featuring that awesome custom created and custom printed fast helmet, as well as a fairly similar loadout to the other guy, but still distinct enough to the point where they look good standing next to each other. But like I said, we got a new lineup inbound, and so most of these older Humvee variants, 3, 2, 1. But like I said, we got a new lineup inbound, so most of these previous variants are going to be retired now. So this will probably be the last batch for the Spec Ops Humvee. So if this is on your list, you want it for Christmas, holidays, birthdays, whatever coming up in the future here, make sure you pull the trigger on it now, or you'll have to wait for the new lineup to hit. All right, like I said, that buy 3 get a 4th minifig free is good through Thursday, both in stores and online, so make sure to take advantage of that. And it does include the Ukrainian benefit figures as well, so anything in that category is completely eligible, including both of the D-Day squad packs that were back today. Otherwise, that will do it for me here on a Monday. Thank you very much for watching.